Welcome to this short video demonstration about ProgrammExpress, a cloud-based light PPM solution used by many well-known organizations. If you can't justify an enterprise PPM solution, you're frustrated with labor-intensive manual reporting processes, then this could be the answer. Its special strength is in portfolio and program reporting. It's quick to implement and train in, cost-effective and configurable to your own brand identity, corporate color palettes and logos, as you can see here, and you will see through the demonstration. So let's commence the demo using a demo site, Demo 10. Each client has their own URL. We're going to log on as the administrator, and it can be an administrator, a write access user, or a read-only user. And by logging on as an administrator means that we can see all projects and all modules, and it takes us into what we call our home screen, where if we open up the structure of the hierarchy of our projects within programs and portfolios, this is purely a demonstration structure and totally configurable by the client and have as many levels and sub-levels as you require. And from this home screen, you can really see and do most things. What it does immediately show is the health of the projects broken down by their modules using the red, amber, green methodology. The modules here shown as icons, but better described through the Updates tab as commentary, plan, resources, costs, benefits, impacts, risks, and logs. So you can view the health of the data by drilling down into these screens, or you can run reports, either reports that you've set up yourself or reports that have been shared with you by the central projects team, the program office, or the PMO. So if we want to drill down into some project data, we're going to be drawn to the reds probably, so we can filter out the greens and filter out the ambers. We could potentially click on a project 1C, and we can go to an offending red. This is within the cost screen. Click on there and drill down into the screen, and we'll see here that the forecast spend is 800,000 over a planned budget of 600,000, hence the offender. So you can do the same with all project data within their modules. More likely, you're going to run reports, either program or portfolio reports. And if we go up to the portfolio and we have a look at shared reports, we run a reg status summary. So this now is an automated, aggregated, consolidated view, looks like an Excel report, and automatically produces this summary information against the projects within the hierarchy. And these are the columns and the data that we've configured specifically for this report. Or we could run a Gantt chart view. Because we're running at the highest level, it will show data and plans for every project within the portfolio. So you'll see here that Gantt chart view, and we use for our taskbars, we use the red, amber, green methodology again. So red means it's missed today's date, and amber means it's forecasting to be later than was originally expected. So one more example of a report may be a milestone summary, which is the same data, a different view, more of a timeline view, and shows us all the milestones, expected delivery dates. Grey means complete. Again, we use red, amber, green for the health of the milestone in terms of delivery, expected delivery dates, and in more of a timeline, higher level view. And one more example, resource usage summary. Again, an Excel style looking report, but it's not independent. The resources are aligned to the plan, and we can see here very simply our resources. We can see what projects they're working on, the number of days in a period, and aggregated total for the period. Again, we can see offenders where the resources are over allocated in terms of the reds and in terms of the ambers. Very simple to use resource forecasting tool. Now, that's the view, assuming that everybody has made their updates to their projects, and these are the types of outputs that you can get from them. ProgrammExpress is very much about simple data input and powerful output. I've showed you the output. How does the project manager, what's their experience in terms of the user interface? Well, if I show you the view of the project manager, they have, in this instance, and purely an example, we can filter the roles and filter what they can view. So they only have write access to 3 projects. So that's only what's shown in the same home screen and same database. And they're only expected to update 4 of the modules. So in this case, commentary, plan, costs, and risks. So if we select a project, we click in the square, it asks us to update our commentary. We can see what we said last time, and we can update the commentaries with latest status. Then we can tab down this way into the plan, see what the current plan looks like, make any date changes, task changes, or add or delete tasks and milestones. Moving through to the costs, we can see here the cost items, and we can make changes as required, and then moving through to the risks. So these are the screens for this specific project that are expected to be filled in. So the project manager is quite clear on what is expected of them, and they're filtered by roles, and it could be that they only need access to 2 of the modules, 7 of the modules, or more projects or less projects. Once they've made their updates, they're going to likely want to run project reports. I've shown you program and portfolio reports, but let's run a report with the data that they've made amendments to. So this is a 1-page PPT summary, drops nicely into a PowerPoint slide, and now we can see the project plan on a page, milestone information, financials, and the commentary threads that we've configured specifically this report. Now finally, what we can do also is we can, because all the reports are created as URLs, we can add them to favorites bars. Now the benefit here, senior managers, sponsors, senior stakeholders are probably not going to want to be trained to use ProgrammExpress and run reports, although they could do, they can have access and views quite easily, but also they could be sent URLs and automatically they could just click, that says reporting pack reg status, one of the first ones that I ran, and you will see here that now that will automatically fire up a report for that specific user who does not want actual access to ProgrammExpress. So that just gives you a flavour. There is a lot more functionality to discuss in terms of the different types of tabs, different configuration settings. But for now, just to give you a high-level overview, and having seen that short video, if you think there's a potential requirement, you can see our contact details here. The call to action, well, we've already developed the demo with your own brand identity. Maybe you can share that with other stakeholders and potentially arrange a webinar showing fuller functionality. More preferable would be to have a face-to-face meeting and potentially to plan a pilot implementation. But for now, thank you very much for watching.